Social learning. Social learning um, really originally developed as a reaction to operant conditioning. Pardon me. Um, Goodness. B.F. Skinner, who developed operant conditioning, said that the only way anyone ever learns anything is through the direct administration of reinforcement or potentially punishment. Punishment is something that follows the target behavior that results in the target behavior occurring less frequently. Um, and that's what Skinner purported. That was his proposition, that behavior is learned through direct reward and punishment. Bandura thought about that and realized that that is not the case. And he developed the famous Bobo doll experiments. The Bobo doll experiments were really classic. And in fact, somewhere in my office here, I have a little Bobo doll. I don't know if you can see it, but a student gave me that in to honor the fact that she learned about the Bobo dolls in my class, which I thought was fun. The Bobo doll experiment basically had to do with two classrooms of children. One classroom of children is shown a video, and in the video, an adult is beating up a Bobo doll. So, in fact, let me see if I can get that. Here's our Bobo doll, right? You punch Bozo, and he comes right back up, right? Punch him, he comes back up. So one group of children is watching Bozo being beat up on a video. Another group of children is watching a video that doesn't have anything to do with Bozo or aggression. Then both groups of children are released to recess. The children who have just watched Bozo get beat up evidenced a statistically significant increase in the amount of aggression that was demonstrated on the recess playground. So essentially what Bandura demonstrated through those sets of experiments is that people don't have to be directly reinforced or punished in order to learn. That in fact many things are learned indirectly by watching other people receive reinforcement. So I guess one thing I've been thinking about is I do kind of have I don't know, it's not really a vendetta, but I don't love the Kardashians. The Kardashians bother me in that they don't seem to have any discernible talent, and yet they're extraordinarily successful and wealthy, and I really can't figure out why. Now, Kim is very beautiful. There's no doubt about that. But why do they have a reality show? It's hard for me to realize that anyone really cares if she is married or not. Well, apparently the marriage is no longer. She and this young man are getting a divorce. So it just makes me think that probably in the future, I wouldn't be surprised, based on social learning theory and principles of social learning, there probably will be many very attractive but not particularly talented young women and men who finagle their way into reality television, have a 2-hour special devoted to their nuptials, and then probably, I don't know, will the divorce proceedings be televised? do we really want to spend our time watching this? So, anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if that's sort of the next wave of reality therapy, or reality television. Basically, when we think of social learning theory, what is now called social cognitive theory, one of the key concepts is the idea of modeling. Many times, people learn by watching other important individuals. How many of us haven't been influenced by watching our parents? Either watching our parents and saying, oh, I want a marriage just like them, or watching our parents and saying, no matter what I do, I sure hope my marriage isn't like that, right? But those sorts of modeling experiences can be very powerful. So many of the variables that we see related to culture are often just learned through modeling, right? I don't ever remember telling my children that this is how we wave hello or goodbye. I know in some other cultures, this is a signal for hello and goodbye. And I don't know that children are directly instructed, but they do learn. They pick these things up. And that is modeling. Through watching others, cognitions are formed, and then we learn. We will be talking extensively next week about cognitions, and social learning theory did pave the way for the inclusion of cognition in behavior therapy. And in fact, today, most therapies within this particular camp are referred to as cognitive behavioral therapy, but this is how it all began. All right.